At this year's tourism conference, one area we are exploring is the emerging aspect of global tourism, experiential tourism. An example where this has been successfully packaged and promoted is Canada. We are joined by two of our speakers, Paul Nursey, Vice President, Strategy and Corporate Communications of Canadian Tourism Commission, and Nancy Arsenault, Managing Partner, Tourism Café Canada. Paul, in your terms, can you explain what experiential tourism is?
Absolutely. That's a big concept, but to boil it down to its essence, experiential travel is a type of travel experience where customers are able to immerse and participate in the experience as opposed to just watching. And the reason that's important is that it's responding to the needs and the aspirations of today's sophisticated modern traveler.
Nancy, why is it becoming popular with travellers?
People have been traveling for so long now that there's an opportunity to differentiate and create travel that's based on value and really having the opportunity to create memories that are founded on engaging people in the community, meeting the locals, experiencing that sense of authenticity and that unique aspect that is truly yours. And we know that every country has the ability to pull out those hidden gems, and that's what experiential travel is responding to worldwide.
Paul, from your experience in Canada, what are the benefits to a destination if they offer experiential tourism?
I'd say at the highest level, the benefits to the destination are really two. The first is differentiation, because each place is unique with its people, its geography, and its culture. So there's an opportunity to differentiate if your story is told well. And the real benefit is your product and your brand becomes a value-added brand as opposed to a commodity.
Is experiential travel just a trend?
I would say, in my opinion, absolutely not. It has been a fundamental change that we are seeing in the tourism industry that started in 1999 when our understanding of the experience economy emerged, when two authors, Joe Pine and James Gilmore, authored a book. And it showed us how to actually create the economic value. And once we understood that particular element, we were then able to look at all of the sectors of tourism and realize that it wasn't the purview of hotels, restaurants, attractions. It was an opportunity for every business to raise the layer and raise the level of their business. So it's a new choice that businesses have the option to take advantage of, and there's certainly, we know, the evidence is mounting year after year that the traveler market continues to grow in those areas.
Nancy, how do you start creating an experience?
You know, one of the best places is with the stories. When you look in your own backyard, everybody has stories that are uniquely yours. They're either related to your history, your heritage, the special characters, we like to call them hidden gems, that are alive in every community. And once you identify these individuals, these companies, these stories, what the tourism industry does really well is help take these diamonds in the rough and polish them up to what we call market-ready standards so that we can craft these individuals to succeed in the guest engagement, which is sometimes new to them at that level of interaction, but then also have the backing behind it of the tourism industry who can package, market, sell, and ensure that those products are available for the choice of the traveler in the various places where they're shopping.
Paul, what do you think makes a good experiential tourism destination?
I'd say the key is authenticity. I think the era of faux travel or built destinations or attractions or mass tourism will always be there, but it's not where the value is being created. So true authenticity, leveraging what you have and creating that and distributing it in a way that's easily digestible to a consumer.
And a question to you both. What are the leading examples of excellence that you have seen to date of experiential tourism, and what are they doing that makes it work?
We're very proud of our operators in Canada in terms of the experiences that are being developed. Just to give you a few examples, maybe one from different sectors, the Fairmont Empress, which is one of the flagship hotels, they have a Friends of the Empress program, which is a phenomenal opportunity for creating engaging programs that work with the local community, but they also then are able to sell them to the larger tourism audience. If we go to the attractions, if we go to Central Canada, it's a wonderful company called Great Spirit Circle Trail. It's one of our Aboriginal companies, and they take a programmatic business model approach for creating modules of engagement and storytelling that celebrate their culture and their land and their people. They're trained and they're brought to the market by their own people. So they're not only generating tourism opportunities, they're generating economic wealth and stability for the community. Those are two examples. If I go farther east for one more, I'll go to the Halifax Citadel, which is a National Historic Site of Canada, one of our designated properties, and an icon of the city of Halifax. For 15 years, they have been evolving how they interact with the guest, from the typical pay your entrance ticket and do an independent tour of the site, to actively working the cruise market sector and realizing that on a cruise ship you've got all these layers of travelers with different interests, ability to pay, and ways that they want to engage. They've created specialty programs, one called Soldier for a Day, which targets the very high end. So it's a very behind-the-scenes, customized experience. You actually costume up, you're a soldier for a day, and you get out and have a regimental experience. And in the mid-product level, which has a mid-price point as well, they have other types of programs that are on a pre-reserved basis, but they have the ability to be open to the general public. So those are three examples of treasures that we're very proud of. They're all part of what's called a signature experience collection that's promoted by Paul's organization, the Canadian Tourism Commission.
Good enough. I'll just add one more, which I think is great, and really where it really drilled home to me a number of years ago, and it's actually where we gathered to create our unique selling propositions for the brand. It's a company called Lighthouse Picnics in Newfoundland. And what's so special about that experiential tourism offering is two young entrepreneurs from Newfoundland and Labrador took a dilapidated, rundown lighthouse, which is in a small community called Fairyland, which is one of the second most easterly point in North America, but also where Lord Baltimore stopped and created a colony 400 years ago and actually left his wife. So this was a community that was needing economic stimulation, and they repaired the lighthouse, created local organic food offerings. They layered in the story, and then they also leveraged the beautiful peninsula that the lighthouse is on, and there's a whale viewing season. So they've overlaid the natural features, the historic features, the local culinary opportunity, and really built a thriving tourism business which supports the place and the community. And people are prepared to pay a premium to engage their senses.